Welcome to challenge 17 of day 21. Today in this video, we'll understand about which employee takes the longest on average to ship the orders. For example, there are 5 employees working within the company and one person is very prompt, it's very fast. The day he gets the order, the same day he makes sure it gets delivered on that particular location. But there are some people, some employees which may not be giving those deliveries on time. So you want to find out or point out that person who takes maximum time to ship the orders on an average. Not see once in a while it can be a problem, but if it is on an average maximum, you need to take care of that employee, okay, and find out what is the missing thing over there. Okay, so let's begin. First thing, we'll just go to the new measure option, okay, and we'll write down the name of this feature or this one, top slowest shipper. Okay, top slowest shipper would be the name of the measure. And here, as we do it always, we'll create a table with each employee and the average shipping delay. Okay, so we'll create a table, variable table. Here we'll add a column which will have all the values of employee ID. Okay, so we want the employee ID. Now this list will give us all the employee IDs here. But along with that, we also want the average, what do you call, average delay. So we might write down the name of the column, let's say average delay. Okay. And here we will write down a function which is AVERAGEX. Okay. The function would be AVERAGEX. But what we want to do here is in the AVERAGEX, we'll try to find out the difference. Remember, we want to find out the difference between order date and shipping date. Okay. The difference and the output should be in a day format. But along with that, we just need to filter more details. Okay, we need to filter more details and make sure that nothing is blank and all details are not there. So we will use a filter function first of all on the orders table. Okay, see, we need to first sanitize the data and then we can take it ahead. So first thing is the employee ID of the orders table should be equal to the employee ID of employees table. That means they both should be matching. Otherwise, you cannot find out the output. Okay, and we also have a condition that uh, none of the column, okay, is blank. Which column? The ship date, okay, ship date, and so we make sure that ship date and the order date, okay, ship date and the order date is not blank. Okay, they both are not blank here. Once we have the confirmation that they both are equal employee IDs and they both columns are not blank, then only we can apply a date difference function. What is date difference function? Finding out difference between dates. See, only then we'll be able to apply who is fast and who is slow. Okay. The first column would be, let's say, order date, and the second would be shipping date and day. Okay. So we found the difference between the what do you call, the order date and shipping date, and we have all the employee date details here. So for each employee, we take only their orders that have both the dates, number one. Then we calculate the average number of days taken to ship a particular product or a service, whatever it can be. Okay. Now this was step one. Now we are going to the next step. Get the highest average delay value. Okay, highest average delay value. So as usual, we'll just create a, so we have max delay and we'll be using a function named as max, t and the average delay. Okay, t and the average delay. This gives us the slowest shipping average. Okay, it gives us the slowest shipping average. That's the step number 2. Now step number 3, what we can do is we will get the employee who has the max delay. Okay, we'll find out the employee ID. Okay, with the longest shipping time. So again, to get the output, we'll be using a variable as give me the top ID of a person. Okay, so we use a function given as max. Find out with the help of first filter function. You filter a table, okay, where you find out the average delay equal to max delay. Now let me explain you what is this. The average delay becomes your value, which is this column. Average delay is equal to max delay. Okay. If this both are matching, you give me the output as employee ID. Don't give me anything else. Just give me employee ID. Okay. That's the output we want. Now, once we get this, the only employee ID of a person based on the max delay and the average delay comparison. And finally, now we can get the output. See, we always get employee ID. We don't get employee name. Okay. Now we want the output as an employee name. So we use a function named as return. So return is a function. Why? Because we want to apply a lookup value. Okay, a lookup value where we want full name with the help of employee ID matching with the option given as top ID. Okay, matching with the top ID. So this will give us the output who is the slowest shipper on an average. Okay, so once you press enter, now we get the culprit who is having slowest dealer. Steve Jobs, he is the person because of whom everything is getting delayed. Now don't take it literally Steve Jobs, the one which you remember, but just a name over here. So he's a person because of whom we have slower deliveries to the customers, slower shipping dates. Now we can talk to him, understand what is the problem. Is there an intent problem? Is there a skill problem? Do you don't have a mobile recharge or whatnot? So we will talk to them and fix the issues. So remember, coming from bad data to taking a good decisions is a job of a data analyst. And for data analysts, DAX functions are very important. So I hope you have understood about this particular challenge 17. Now in the next challenge, we'll talk about which employee joined the company earliest. That's the next challenge for tomorrow, challenge 18. That's all for today.